What's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. It's time for another unboxing and review, and I'm very excited for this one because it's related to a watch that really flipped things for me. It kind of gave me a bit more perspective when it comes to entry-level watch collecting, and it's related to the watch you see here right now. What a gorgeous, gorgeous dress watch, all for around 50 bucks. And yep, right in this package is another one, but a more modern version, a bit more expensive than the initial Star King I reviewed, but I think if it's anything like the other one, it could be worth the extra few bucks. So let's go ahead and cut this package open and we'll see if, Star King can go 2 for 2. Let's see it. All right. Okie dokie, and guys, just like the other Star King we reviewed here, the packaging is actually super duper impressive, especially for what you pay. Now, I've reviewed a lot of watches, a lot of which are much more expensive than this, and the packaging is just rubbish. And I don't want to spend too much time talking about cardboard boxes, but the truth is, packaging's important. It shows you just how much care, just how much attention to detail a company has. And for some reason, although Star King's incredibly affordable, their packaging's quite nice. So you see some nice shiny lettering there, a few Chinese characters along with their logo, and some very nice grainage on this black box. If we pull this fabric tab here, we will see the Star King AM0239. As we get up closer, you can see the watch is already running just simply by handling the package. We're gonna go ahead, take it out of this package and remove some of that plastic. Oh my gosh, this is actually my least favorite part about reviewing watches. You'd think I'd be very good at it by now, but it's always just a total headache. Let's go ahead and take care of that. Alright, as you can see, I've switched over to the macro lens just to get up close here because you freaks love it when I do a close-up on the protective film. Oh yes. Oh yes, look at that. I don't know why. It's like a fetish or something. You guys love it. And I'm gonna go ahead and save kind of my first impressions for this watch after I set the time. We're kind of doing this episode in a little bit of a wonky order. Normally I would tell the time, the intro would happen, and then we would, unbox the watch. I was just too excited. I tore into the box before I even told the time. So right now it is 3 p.m. on the button. Let's get down to business. So you can go into the intro. Alrighty, here again with the Star King AM0239. Let's go ahead and set that time for 3 p.m. And it is the 17th of June. So again, what I like doing, let's go ahead and actually feel the crown first. Ooh, the crown doesn't seem to have two discernible clicks. Let's see, this should be, okay. So the crown doesn't have as tactile as a click as I'd like when it comes to the crown settings. What I was gonna say is what I like doing is taking the date to the day before. So if it's the 17th today, I'm gonna go ahead and take it to the 16th. Apologize for the glare, guys. Yep. The crown went back into place there. This is not as nice of a crown as the other one, unfortunately. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. Okay, 16th. We're gonna go ahead and rotate it, make sure that we are in the PMs. Well, I missed that one. Okay, it finally went to 17. We are now in the PMs. Let's go ahead and put it to 3 p.m. Boom. And we should be good to go. Now, let's see if this watch hacks. It is not hacking. What is going on? See, we're still in the date mode. What is going on here? There we go. You have to pull it very hard. No pull-out jokes, guys, but seriously, you have to pull out incredibly hard. Something I'm not very good at. My pull-out game is atrocious. What is going on here, man? You got to use a lot of force to get that crown out, to get it to hack. Again, not as tactile of a crown setting as I'd like. Kind of a bummer. Okay guys, so check this out. It actually took me a little bit of time, just a few minutes, messing with this crown to kind of find the feeling of the crown setting. You really just have to very gingerly put your fingernail underneath it, and then boom, you're in the first setting, and then you're in the second setting. It is not nearly as tactile. Like, honestly, just the space of your fingernail slides it into the first position, which is very bizarre. Typically, I like to hear a click and then a second click to get it out to the second position. That's not the case with this watch. I don't know if this is just a bad example and it was just the luck of the draw, but this definitely does not have tactile crown settings like I'd like. The other initial Star King I reviewed on this channel, it was good to go. It had incredible tactile feeling when it came to the dual crown settings. This, a little bit of a bummer. All right, so here's just super close up. I'm gonna try to show you what I'm talking about. See, that went into the second setting. That's the first setting. That's the second setting. First, second. First, second. It's very hard to tell. Be very careful. See, just my fingernail. First, and then the second. Kind of a bummer. My apologies, that kind of derailed the episode, but hey, I'm learning along with you guys, and I gotta bring it to you honestly, right? I call it as I see it. I'm not going to tell you, hey, I loved the other Star King watch, so this one's incredible. No, right off the bat, I see a fault here. But if you are able to get the watch in the second position, you will notice it does hack, and yep, it does hand wind. Now, simply from a visual standpoint, this watch is incredibly appealing to me. When I saw this show up on my Amazon feed, I immediately pulled the trigger, especially after the initial success of the first Star King I reviewed. I was head over heels for that watch. Again, it kind of gave me a bit more perspective as to what's out there when it comes to entry-level watch collecting. Now, I spent $52.99 on this AM0239 Star King, and again, visually, I think it's incredibly impressive. Again, dude, I reviewed that MVMT watch that I spent $95 on. I reviewed that AliExpress MVMT watch. They all had gross debris and just like fluid damage. Can I even say that on YouTube without being demonetized? They were just disgusting. They had no QC. It was just a bunch of stuff under the crystal on the dial. This, I mean, we're up close, and I'm gonna get even closer. You can see this is pristine. Very nice finishing for a watch around 50 bucks. Again, a couple dollars. We'll just round up. We'll say $53. This is very, very impressive. Just again, simply from a visual standpoint. I do wish this crown was a little bit easier to use, but if you can live with that, just first impressions, this watch looks very, very sharp. Let's get even closer. So here down by the 6 o'clock, you will notice a date window. Things are pretty well lined up. Again, setting that date is not super duper easy because of that kind of sloppy crown, but where you would normally see Swiss made, you do see some kind of unneeded text, in my opinion. It says Sapphire 25 jewels, which kind of hints at the next impressive thing about this watch. For around 53 bucks, you're getting a nice dress watch with a sapphire crystal. And that second hand, as it sweeps very smoothly across that date window, you'll notice it's moving at a very smooth, high beat. Very, very nice, because this has a very similar movement to that other Star King. They're both high beats with sapphire crystals. Let's see, this watch has a 36-hour power reserve, and again, 25 joules. We'll go ahead and look at the case back to show you the movement that's in there. Okay, whoa. Right when that second hand hit the 7 o'clock index, right when I said very smooth sweep, the second hand kind of stopped. It skipped for some reason, and I'm very interested to see if it will do it again. The anticipation is killing me. What is going on there? What is going on there? You guys saw it. It's see? This is live television, baby. Wow. Man. Of course, just my luck. Right when I compliment this watch's smooth sweep, it kind of takes a dive. Yeah, see? Looking at it from another angle, you witnessed it again. It kind of stops, pauses, then skips. So far, very, very disappointed with this watch. I suppose not all Star Kings are created equal. This is a bummer, guys. I realize now, I've said bummer at least 3 times in this episode. Gato, can you please count them up? Kind of a bummer. This, a little bit of a bummer. Kind of a bummer. This is a bummer, guys. I've said bummer, yeah, so that many times. I said bummer that many times in this episode, and it's true. I guess I was just on such a high from that other Star King. It was so impressive. I thought there was hope out there for these kind of entry-level, impressive Chinese dress watches. I was just very excited to get another one, and then you get another one, and it just disappoints you. That's why, guys, you just don't meet your heroes, okay? Never meet your heroes. Believe me, you'll just be disappointed. I'm kidding. But honestly, I had very high hopes for the Star King. I honestly almost don't even want to continue the review, but we're going to keep looking at this watch. I've been watching that second hand, and I haven't noticed that weird, skip. You guys are going to get so mad at me for harping on this, but I want to get even a bit closer to see what is going on. Yeah, okay. Wow. I know the comment section are like, move on, geez, I love my Star King, why you gotta expose it like that? Guys, this is just so weird. I make content that I'm passionate about. This is kind of hilarious to me. It's really weird, and I want to make sure that you guys see what I'm seeing. This is nuts. Okay, so in my opinion, that little defect there, that kind of skip, totally inexcusable. That kind of totally negates me from ever recommending this watch or wanting to wear this watch. But, you know, if we look past that and we pretend that didn't happen, the initial thing that led me to wanting to buy this watch was, yes, the price point, but also I really, really like this dial. I like kind of that clean, white, textured look, and then that 12 o'clock Roman numeral. It works very well, and again, it's a very presentable, very legible way of telling time. I think the 6 o'clock date window, very well done. Everything about this watch is quite tasteful, again, from a visual standpoint. I noticed things were going downhill with that kind of sloppy crown, and now with that 7 o'clock kind of jump skip there, this watch, you know, I'm absolutely not recommending this watch. Now, if any of you own this particular reference number, please sound off in the comment section. Let us know, is this a common thing? Do you guys have an issue like that? Or, again, was it my luck of the draw? Please, again, I want to see your comments. So as we zoom in on the case back here, we get a nice display case back. We see a very clean 25 joule automatic movement. Clearly something is wrong here, though, because, you know, that second hand is not doing what it's supposed to. Not a whole lot of decoration here. We see, obviously, their logo. We see some blued screws. I don't know if they're painted or if they're actually blued, but either way, it looks nice. Nothing off-putting here. We see some, not really decoration, but some tool marks. You know, it's pretty standard. It's not highly finished, highly decorated, but presentable, and at least it's fairly clean from what I can see. All right, guys, I actually just realized something that's kind of making me a bit confused. So on the Amazon order, It does have pictures of this watch, obviously, and it says the AM0239. So that's what I've been saying this whole time during the review. Here, it says AM0213. So, yeah, not sure what that's about. Maybe it's a different color variant. But definitely the one I ordered was the AM0239. Again, right here, it says AM0213. So for what it's worth, I'm very confused. This watch says, again, on the listing that it has a Swiss-made automatic movement. That's definitely not the case. I'm going to pull up pictures of what I saw on the listing when I ordered it. I knew this is not a Swiss-made movement. It says that it's okay for swimming. Obviously, this is not okay for swimming. And then, yeah, you know, the marketing on these watches, always a little bit iffy. By the way, they're doing construction on my street, so I don't know if you can hear like the drills going on, but yeah. This whole review is just a train wreck, let's admit it. All right, so as much fun as we've been having here with all the kind of wonky happenings during this review, wouldn't be a review, on my channel at least, without breaking out my digital caliper. So let's go ahead and take some official measurements. At the widest point, obviously excluding the crown, this watch is 39.1 millimeters in diameter, lug to lug. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. This is officially 46.8 millimeters. And then at the thickest point, excluding any type of magnifier, which this watch does not have, it's 9.7 millimeters thick, which is totally reasonable for an automatic watch. I'm gonna go ahead, put it on the wrist. Again, I would never wear this watch with all the weird things, that 7 o'clock hop, skip, and a jump. Totally inexcusable. You might have heard some ratcheting, not only because they're doing construction, but also because it's getting kind of hot, and when it's hot, I like using this little diver's extension on my Seiko tuna, and then when I cool off, boom. But anyway, let's go ahead and take off this watch, and then let's put this, what is it, an AM0213 or an AM0239? I don't know what you are. I don't know what you are. I know you're trash. I know you're broken. I know I'm gonna throw you out. But I don't know what your name is. I don't know what your name is. I'm gonna call you trash. They are going to town on the street with the power tools, but we will prevail, guys, with this review. Here it is, this Star King on my 7.5-inch wrist. Honestly, it wears quite nicely. It's not super duper cheaply light, but it's not ridiculously heavy. It's just a very nice feeling dress watch. What I will say is, if you were to get this watch, assuming everything was working properly, I would recommend you change the strap. The strap kind of feels hollow and stiff. Believe it or not, it feels better than my Sarbo 17's factory strap felt, but that's not saying much because Seiko factory straps are absolute garbage. But this is just not as good as it could be. So if you're buying this watch for around 53 bucks, invest, you know, a couple more bucks into getting a different strap, and then I'd say, you know, you'd have a nice little affordable dress watch. Unfortunately, I can't even recommend this watch because of that weird little thing going on here. But you know what I might do? I might get another one and do a follow-up episode. Would you guys want that? Leave that in the comment section, excuse me. Would you want me to buy another one of these, this exact model, and do a follow-up episode? Let me know, because I'm honestly thinking about doing that and seeing if we can get lucky. All right, guys, so here's my conclusion, because I really don't want to draw this review out any longer for essentially what is a defective piece. From a visual standpoint, this watch is right up my alley. I think those gold tones work very well with that clean, pristine, snowy white dial. I think the Star King logo with the Star King font is tasteful. It's nothing special, but it's nothing off-putting. You know, it's saying automatic is perfectly fine. The Sapphire 25 jewels down at the 6 o'clock, we don't really need that, but again, not super duper off-putting. The indexes are sharp and they catch the light. That big 12 o'clock Roman numeral, perfectly done, very nicely executed. The handset, very sharp, and again, plays with the light beautifully. That sapphire crystal, gorgeous flecto there. 6 o'clock date window, it looks fine. At least it's not a 4 o'clock date window. I'd probably prefer no date window on a dress watch, but hey, if they're going to do it 6 o'clock, perfectly acceptable. Again, very tastefully done. Some added dynamic there, added texture. The crown, sloppy. Date window, setting it super duper sloppy. That 7 o'clock jump, terrible, unacceptable. Would I recommend this watch? No. Did I have high hopes? Absolutely. The other Star King, I would recommend this one. Huge bummer. Don't buy it. I guess not all Star King watches are created equal wherever they are made. I assume it's China. Yeah, big bummer, guys. I said bummer again. But there you have it, guys. You know, they can't all be winners, and I'm just calling them as I see them. So thank you guys for joining in on this review of the Star King AM0239. I think that's what it's called according to Amazon. Again, I spent $52.99. I'll leave a link to the watch that I'm reviewing in the description below so you can take a look for yourself. I don't recommend you purchase one. But yeah, again, special thanks to my channel members. I can't buy these products and review them without you. $4.99 a month to become a certified T3 bot. You get access to the members only Discord chat where we talk about watches, obviously. We talk about working out, cars, food, movies, books, the stock market even. Whatever you want to talk about, we talk about it there, and it's a whole lot of fun hanging out with all the channel members. A lot to learn over there from a very diverse group of people. Really cool, guys. Also, you get 6 pieces of content a week, and we can't do that without the support of the channel members. So we don't use Patreon, we use YouTube channel memberships. Again, hit that join button next to the subscribe button. $4.99 a month gets you, a channel membership, and we really do appreciate that. Check out all the Amazon affiliate links in the description below. If you want to go above and beyond, please check out my personal website, the #1 place to find affordable vintage luxury watches serviced with a 1-year warranty, handpicked by me, www.thetimetellershop.com. Guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. Always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. See, guys, now this is a proper watch. Look at that. Plays with the light, does everything you want it to do. Some great lume, incredibly bomb-proof case. You got a metal shroud. You got that 7C46 quartz movement. You got a day-date complication. I set mine to show the kanji numbers because kanji characters because I want to be cultured. Wow, 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 wow. This is a watch. What's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. Let's go ahead and talk about my Seiko SBBN 031 Tuna. I recently did a review of a Star King. It was rubbish, but I feel like just sliding into this review because why the heck not? This is my channel and no one can tell me what to do.